wondering to why when you start reading, within 5 minutes you are tired, you are bored, you don't want to go on, and you feel like you cannot do anymore, yet you have just had 5 minutes, 3 minutes ago, and you wonder why you've always failed in your papers, you don't excel well. You wonder why your child, your student is not performing well, yet you make sure the student does the best to excel in his or her academics. Well, you need to understand that there are very many things that happen. It's not about putting a lot of force and a lot of energy in education and studying and reading to make sure the person reads or studies. No, you have to be smart. That's why you find most students are using a focused thinking than diffused thinking, making them read and do cram work, and then they don't understand and they cannot remember that question in the next few minutes, days, or week, or even a month. What you need to understand is that focused thinking and reading and studying is not a priority for a student to excel. That's bringing poor grades. When you enable students to use diffused thinking, it enables a student wander in the world of what he or she is studying, and it enables students understand and put that thing in a long-term memory, because in this moment the student will be able to use chunks in terms of study that will enable him to store everything he or she studies in a long-term memory. Likewise, the effective ways of studying, they don't recommend cramming, long hours of study and reasoning. What you need to understand is that learning happens inside our brains when existing memory connects with information. When happy and enthusiastic, our brains happen to learn and remember more than before. But reading and studying under pressure, stress, and fear, it makes a student rather to use a focused thinking and a focused mindset in his studies, and that encourages cramming, not understanding. That's why you find some students, today they read, and the next paper, in the next morning or afternoon, they don't remember what they read. Using summaries, they don't work. What students need is to understand the concepts of everything they study and put them in the exact way they need. Likewise, even business people, you don't need to use a focused mindset to do something. You need to have an open mind, a mind that is diffused and open to thinking. So it's like meeting a dangerous animal. Your mind switches to protection mode, whereby the only things that come next are freeze, fear, run and hide, even fight. Likewise, our education is in that format. We need to have an open mind, a certain kind of thinking, and the ways of learning are bring to you, whereby you don't need to have that kind of stress. You kill that pressure and fear. The tactics of how to do it, I'll give them to you. So, how can a student be automatic in terms of his education and his reading? It's a matter of developing three things: a key, habit, and then reward. Wake up in the morning, study, and then reward yourself. And I would recommend a reward that is internal than external. Like external is like watching TV, like buying something to eat, or buying a dress, or doing shopping or something. Those are external. But internal are just that joy, that happiness, that gratitude that you get when you do what you wanted to do and when you have achieved it. And then the habit is that in activity you're doing, reading, doing physical exercises, studying on something, chasing your dream in a certain line, and then a reward, and all the things that you need. Habits are like studying, reading, doing physical exercises, following your dream to what you achieve, and then a reward. And the rest of the things that you need that correspond to what you want will follow. For example, excellency, avoiding distractions, all those things will come by themselves. So there are the things each student, teachers, and parents should understand, that long-term memory is always available for every one of us. There's no one who's dumb, there's no one who can't be the best. What you need to know is that you need to help your student know what they call reading and chunking. Chunking is storing your mind, whatever you read, whatever you study, whatever you see, in parts, and then bringing them together in a long-term memory, so that you can easily remind yourself of them. And also, teachers should help students understand the effective ways of study. I will give you some of them. Like, as I said before, no cram work. Students should learn what they call switching, spaced practice. And they need to learn how to ask, explain, and also connect everything they do study. They need to learn how to do words and visual in education. And then, and the last and foremost, the most important, to recall. Our brains are like trees, although trees do not regrow on the same branch when pruned, but our brains do regrow. So whenever you take long without using something, in the brain, it is pruned. That's why you find children who used to speak 4 or 5 languages, now when they are grown ups, they speak only 2 or 1 language. Why? It's all because they are pruned. But when they try to remind them of how they used to do it, and they try to teach them again, they quickly learn. That's why they say children easily learn faster than any other person on earth. So, besides the other effective ways of study that I listed out to you, teachers and parents should help their children know what they call effective study. Also, students should prefer teaching than testing. And then, one of the most important, practice. Students should practice again and again on everything they study. A few of these I've talked to you, and I've not elaborated much on how students should study. I've given a brief introduction of education and student study. However, if any student, teacher, or school you need help on your student, and maybe a specific student or your parent, contact me down below or comment below on how you want it, be it a video, be it an audio, or you want me to reach out to you exactly where you are. Comment down below or reach me on the contacts below, and I'll get back to you. Till next time, I'm Joram Thomas J with the key of life. Success to you, students.